You should never treat your horse if you're not going to be clear with what those treats mean and when they get them. Here's what I see all the time. People will just start like shoving cookies in their horse's mouth. Trust me, I get it. A very long time ago, I was the same way. I just, oh, here's a cookie. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Eat up that cookie. That's great. We want to see our horses eat. I don't know if you're anything like me. I get a kick out of just watching my horses eat. I love it. Feeding them in the morning, making sure they have everything and watching them eat I just love it. I love it. I love it. But when it comes to treating, and not that treating is bad, but in my experience, most people are doing a bad job of treating their horses. And what I mean by that is instead of giving their horses clarity and rewarding them for something done well, they're actually confusing their horses. I see people where that horse is pinning their ears back and they're handing them a treat. Or that horse is searching for treats and stepping into their area and they're handing them a treat. That is the worst thing that you could do for your horse because you are rewarding bad behavior. We never want to reward bad behavior. In fact, what we want to do is be very clear. Like when you step out of my space when I ask you to, or if you come into my space and you ask by maybe lowering that head and waiting for me to draw you in the rest of the way, then maybe I might give you a treat. But even better, like I will treat my horses only when they do something respectfully, kindly, in a relaxed manner for me. So for example, let's say I'm doing some target practice or something with a horse. Make sure I'm clear. When I talk about target practice, I'm not shooting my horse, but there's something called targeting where, for example, you might touch something and I want my horse to put their nose on that thing, right? So say I touch my cup and my horse puts their nose on my cup, then I might give them a treat to say, hey, good job, right? When they do the thing and they do the thing well, okay? I also have an expectation that my horse's ears are forward when I treat. I will never treat a horse that has pinned back ears. Now, that being said, there's all different types of ways that you can use a treat as a reward when done properly. 9 out of 10 horse owners, in my experience, treat improperly. They're not consistent and they're not very attentive about the timing in which they treat. And so they make their horses mouthy and nippy and can teach them pretty bad habits. So if you're one of the 10 that does a good job, then keep up with it, make sure you're clear. But if you don't know exactly how or when to treat, or that's something that you're struggling with, then my recommendation is take treats off the table completely for now until your horse has learned to be respectful. They're not biting, charging, nibbling. Any horse that's biting, charging, nibbling, striking out and pawing, they have no business getting treats. Giving them treats right now is the worst thing for them. But if you wait until you give them some clarity about your expectations and work them through some of these things and learn how and when you can give a treat to them so that you are setting them up to win and have clarity and understanding, then down the road, you'll be able to go back to giving them treats. So if you're struggling with a horse that has any of those bad behaviors, biting, nipping, kicking, all that kind of stuff, take the treats off the table until they learn otherwise.